Hey, so first off, before I get into the video, I've been getting like a little bit better at my makeup. I was wondering if anyone would be interested in seeing like a makeup tutorial, specifically maybe this makeup tutorial. I really love how I did my makeup today, so if that's something you'd be interested in, maybe just comment below or let me know if you'd be interested. Anyways, so the topic of this video is something that I've been trying to sit down and discuss for a while. There's a really good chance that I will slur my speech or not really know what to say, but I'm going to try and upload whatever it is I record today because this is a really important topic for me. So I've touched base with this on my blog, but over the last few years, I have, I guess, developed more than just fear in social situations to now what is social anxiety. And I've really wanted to just sit down and talk about this for a long time because it's something that really it creates a problem when it comes to recording videos. It creates a problem when it comes to making any sort of content. And I love blogging. I love uploading videos. I love putting anything creative out there because it means so much to me, and it has meant so much to me for the last 5 years now. Oh my god, 5 years. But specifically, I'd say even in the last few months, there's just been such a wall between the things that I want so desperately to do and my ability to produce content and get it online. And I've really had a battle with it recently, and maybe it's this specific time of year because I know a lot of people are struggling this time of year. But for me, it's just become more than just something that occasionally interferes with my daily life to now it's becoming a real problem. If you're not really sure what social anxiety is not just being a little bit nervous to be in a crowd. It's not being slightly uncomfortable to go to a party or being a little worried about, being social because you don't know anyone. Social anxiety is a legitimate fear. It takes over you. It often leads to you just flat out not going to social situations and not putting yourself into social situations. For me, it really manifests in shortness of breath. Oh god, does that ever happen? I start to slur my speech, which then creates more paranoia, I guess, if you want to use that word, more anxiety, more negative self-talk. It creates just this experience that anyone who feels it begins to feel like they are at the mercy of social anxiety. And the last time I actually tried to sit down and record a video, it was really bad, and I never really assumed that recording videos was going to cause this for me. But I guess because I know this is going to be on the internet, and even though I've developed confidence in my physical appearance, I think that I'm still absolutely lacking the confidence in what I have to offer, in my ability to add to a conversation, lately maybe even my ability to make friends. Yeah, so I definitely have a whole buttload of things that causes me to doubt myself a lot, and I guess I just wanted to be more vocal about it because my friend Loretta, who I love dearly, shout out, made a video, I'm not sure how long ago, maybe a few weeks ago, talking about her social anxiety. And it's so funny because her and I communicate just through text and Snapchat like on almost a daily basis, and I would never know it looking at her. I would never know, oh my gosh, she struggles with this too. And I feel like maybe she looked at me and felt, oh, I would never know in a million years that Sarah struggles with this. So I think it's something that silently affects a lot of people, and maybe if it's you struggling with it, you might feel like, first off, oh my gosh, what's wrong with me? Secondly, I'm the only one who is feeling this. And third, that it's too overwhelming to really get a handle on. And that's been me. I've definitely felt like this was something that I would never be able to sort out for myself, because it's not like you can just take a pill or, you know, follow a few easy steps and suddenly you know how to be social and suddenly you know how to like manage situations. It's just trying to be vocal about it is the best way to overcome it. And if you're somebody who's dealing with social anxiety, my thoughts are with you. I absolutely 100% know the struggle you're going through, and I know how easy it is to just admit defeat. The few things I've found that have really helped me is just, as cliche as it sounds, is just be mindful of my breathing. Just kind of take 5 seconds. Yesterday I went downtown and I was meeting an old friend, and I hadn't seen her in probably like 4 or 5 years maybe. I was so excited about it. Of course I was excited about it. I wanted to see her. But the social anxiety part of me was like, don't go, you're gonna make a fool of yourself, she's gonna think you're different, she's gonna think you're weird, she's gonna walk away feeling like, you know, you're not that person that you were, or that you are XYZ. And it was really hard for me to get out of that, but I had to remind myself, like, be logical. I think that's the one thing that's the hardest thing to do, but come up with reassuring phrases. And in that situation, specifically with this friend, I was like, she'll understand if I explain to her what's going on. Of course I'm going to be nervous at first, but eventually it'll grow easier. Like, if I am in a situation where it's solely reliant on me entertaining a person, or it's just like, you know, the first time we ever met and we have to have a conversation, like, I hate that. Don't put me in that situation. I will oftentimes suggest things like, you know, I've suggested Laser Quest before, because Laser Quest is a great icebreaker. Find icebreakers, or if you can, like, you know, be vocal about what you're going through to the person that you're meeting with. And I'm sure 9 times out of 10 people will understand. It's never ever as obvious as you think that you're going through an experience, because I've had situations where I've like spoken to people after the fact and I'm like, I'm really sorry that I was super anxious, like, this is just how I can be, but I really had a good time anyway, blah blah blah. And they're like, you were anxious? I never would have known. And it makes you, in having that bit of reassurance after the fact, is like, truthfully, one of the best bits of reassurance that you can have, because it reminds you that, okay, like, I did it, I put myself into a situation that made me feel very overwhelmed and very anxious, and I survived. And all of those horrible, terrible things that I was telling myself didn't happen. Anyways, long story short, social anxiety sucks. If you're somebody who's going through that, like, please feel free to reach out. Might even try and consider making like some sort of like support group on Facebook, because I really think it could be really beneficial to a lot of us who deal with it, to exchange like coping mechanisms, because I would even love to hear coping mechanisms people have, because at points where I feel very overwhelmed and defeated, I feel like I need better coping mechanisms or strategies to allow myself to get out of that situation. So let me know, because I will absolutely put that together and like maybe put it on my next video or something. But anyways, I'm going to wrap this up because I really want to attempt to get outside. So thank you for watching this, hopefully judgment free. Bye.